week, as we all know that he is an eminent writer who had established his place as a pioneer in Manipuri literature. So to honor him, we are celebrating his birth anniversary week. So we are waiting for a few dignitaries to be here, and the program will begin in a short while. Thank you very much.
Mafamsida Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghaloina invite to Zadana Mafamsida Yabala Saban. Masidi
Anoba, contemporary Oba, Ujiki, Togdo, Usalapa, Adoba, Serengi Tanka, Serengi, Isienza, Karasu, Udabanati.
And we would be, now that today I met the director ICCR in Shillong, so we plan to do more in both Sylhet and Mauli Bazaar. Hopefully we'll have more functions, more things that we can relate to the
kumsi chahi asida COVID-19 pandemic na maram oiduna prithibi asi loina thingkhraboi khaluraba mafam asida chu akoina madugi awaba natraga ngasagi pallama na hadat khidabado adu bhawda adugi wangma lan tho aga akoina digital gi through da ngasi meeting asi adum ajana mong ta na pangthokli
Shillong ji koi Northeast ki di center headquarter hai ba jai intellectual headquarter ni matamada Assam gi jo capital ure me mufam ni sahitya gi magi di ngagal jo koi ahan ba novel Dr. Kamal gi Madhavi gi asiga magi plot sujau ri mufam
Shillong conference daw chat panen chat charubadu yamna nungai jakhi adubu handakti laibak thi bai batai COVID-19 na pandemic sinangasi malem si sin thungna awana tahan basida koi hana dawna punna pangthok pai de thok tre
ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯥꯃꯤꯛꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯐꯣꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕ ꯕꯪꯒ꯭ꯂꯥꯗꯦꯁꯇꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯖꯔꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯦ.ꯀꯦ. ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯄꯨꯔꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯕꯤꯔꯃꯪꯒꯣꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯡꯃꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯀꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯡꯃꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯛꯅꯥꯏꯔꯕ ꯑꯏꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒ ꯐꯝꯃꯤꯟꯅꯗꯅ ꯎꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌ ꯄꯔꯤꯁꯠ
ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯐꯦꯁꯔ ꯔꯅꯥ ꯗꯦꯕꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯤ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯠ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯃꯨꯅꯤꯁ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯧꯖꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟꯠ Manipur Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya.
Literary meet ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯟꯂꯥꯏꯟꯗ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯤꯐ ꯒꯦꯁꯠ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯀꯥ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯖꯣꯙꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯁꯅꯁꯝ member advisory board Sahitya Academy, guest of honor Sri A.K. Saram, President Bangladesh Manipur Sahitya Sangsad Bangladesh.
Sajibuda satpa lehauti achomba lehau natte pukningi lehauni yandai da haptrabasu thamoida thamba yai.
Good morning once again. Today, Shillong welcomes every one of you with the bright spring sunshine. Now, let me take the privilege to begin the inaugural function of the first Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Film Festival, Shillong, and 17th Annual Conference of Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya, along with Funga Heritage. So let me take this opportunity to mention the name of the dignitaries of today's function. We have Shri R.K. Ranjan Singh, Ministry of State for Education and External Affairs, Government of India, as chief guest. However, the chief guest of today's function will be joining us online shortly. We have the guest of honors, our special guest, Shri Frederick Kargankor, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Arts and Culture, Government of Meghalaya. We have Shri Laipubam Upendra Sarma, President, Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti. We have Shri L. Biramangal Singha, Member, Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy. He's from Tripura. We have Ngangom Basantakumar, Vice President, Manipuri Sahitya Parisat, Assam. We have Ketrimium Subudani, President Laikol. We have Sri Sarachan Tiam, President Sataulup. He's a Sahitya Academy awardee and an eminent writer. We have our members, Yengkom KB Singh, who is advisor of MSPM. And we also have Shri Munis Niktauzam, the president of MSPM, and Shri Munis will be presiding in today's function. So now let me take this opportunity to call up the dignitaries on the dais. I call all the guests of honors and president of today's inaugural function. Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya na annual conference chahi khuding gi sinjarak pani 2004 dagi hauna si tara tarelak suba annual conference ni covid na maram oiduna koi chahi ama lepure. So we are very lucky here to be on this day celebrating Dr. Kamal's International Manipuri Film Festival Literature Festival Shillong, and we are also celebrating the 17th Annual Conference of MSPM. So as all the dignitaries are on the dais, I take this opportunity for the lamp lighting ceremony. I request everyone in the dais to join the lamp lighting ceremony. I request Kedrimium Sudadani, President Lekol, to be on the dais. Oja Sudadani, antong lingkad. Makha chachajak oina, dais the family dignitaries felicitate to Tanzado Muklauzage. The dignitaries on the dais will be felicitated by our advisor Sri YKB Singh and Sri Munir Singh, the president of today's function. So we have on the dais, let me read out the names once again, Sri Frederick Kargankor, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Arts and Culture, Government of Meghalaya. Oja Munish will felicitate our guest of honor. Thank you, sir. Next, I call L. Upendra Sharma, Oja Upendra, President, Naharul Sahitya Premi Samiti. Oja L. Biramangal Singha, Member, Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy from Tripura. Mathang sidi akoi Oja KB na muk felicitate tawbigani. Oja Ngangom Basanta Kumar, Vice President. Oja Sarachan Thiam, Advisor Sataulup. Oja KSH Shubadani. Oja Munish Pusu, Oja KB na felicitate tawbigani. Thank you. And I request Oja Munish to felicitate Oja KB. Thank you, Oja. Mayam Okpagi Warol si Sri Yankom KB Singh, Advisor MSPM na pibigani. So I call Oja KB to give the welcome speech.
Mayam puno kuramjari. Welcome to everyone. Today we have welcomed by the nature also with bright sunshine this morning, and equally we welcome the day. Now I'll follow the program in Manipuri. Ngasigi yamna nungayarban numit asida akoina Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya ga Phunga Heritage ka khusam naraga pangthok leba kogi International Manipuri the Literature Festival Dr. Kamal gi memory da oina ngasi pangthok lebasi mayam prongna ngasi lakpiduna asi pangthokna bagi thorangjari akoina su thorangjari adu ngasi gi oina khwaidagi ihan hanbada kanodagi Delhi dagi aikogi chief guest ngasi chief guest oibiriba aikogi Minister of State Education and External Affairs Sri R.K. Ranjan Singh go yamna ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯣꯂꯨꯛꯅ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯎꯠꯄꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯋꯦꯜꯀꯝ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯂꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯛꯅꯥꯏꯔꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯟꯖꯔꯕꯗ శ్రీ Frederick Roy Kharkongor, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Art and Culture, Government of Meghalaya. Ngasigi thauram asigi special guest ki pamangda lengchen piri mahakusu aikoina yamna taramna okchari thauram asi pangthokpagi damakta. So you are most welcome in this function, in this literary this festival of this day. Adugi mathangda Sri Upendra Sharma, President Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti Manipur dagi pamangda ngasi lengchen piri ngasi gi thauram asigi akhoi guest of honor oina akhoi ojabusu akhoi gi dagi yamna taramna okchari mathangda Sri L Veeramangol Singho, Member Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy. Hakusu ojabusu aikoina yamna taramna guest of nagi pamangdaling taramna okchari matangda Srimati Khatrimayum Subadani Lekhu yamna toina su lakraba akogi thauram asida adu ojabusu yamna taramna okchari thauram asida adugi mathangda pambireba Sri Sarachantiam Sahitya Academy Awardee yam sangnai debo jani guest of honor gi phamtang asi phambiri ojabusu taram nokchedi Ngangom Basant Kumar Vice President Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Assam busu mayam akogi siliba kang kanodagi organization maige dagi taram okchedi loina mayam tibiriba ngasi gi Ojaguru Singh akogi Sahitya lamda yamna humang chawrba mayam punmak amati chatra satri kaya su jarmani mayam punmak ku akogi thauram silliba maigedagi welcome tawjari. Thank you.
Thagachari Oja Yangkhom KB Singh, Advisor, MSPM. As we know that right now our chief guest of the function, Sri R.K. Ranjan Singh, Ministry of State for Education and External Affairs, Government of India, is now online. We will have the speech from the chief guest of today's function.
Mayam punamak asigi lengchin diriba mayam punamak ina kokuna kuram kari Kodo hendona asigi function asida dang is the lengchin diriba Shri Frederick Roy Kharkongor, IAS Commissioner and Secretary Department of Art and Culture, Government of Meghalaya, Shri Manish Ningthaujam, President Manipur Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya Shillong, and Shri L Upendra Sharma, President Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti, aduga Shri Veeramangol Sinha, Member Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, Srimati Khatrimayum Subadani, President Laikol, Agimaruf, Shri Sarachantiam, Sahitya Academy Awardee, Ngangom Basanta Kumar, Vice President Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Assam. Ahan Mamaktada, I have now Nashi Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival Shillong 2022 Sinbiriba Amadi Khoigi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya Amasung Punga Heritage Asibu Aina Hanbada Yamna Mai Pakna Asigumba function nama Sinbiba Asi Mai Pakpasi Damtai Tagatsari congratulations Togzari Thodona 17th Annual Conference Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya Sahi Tara Taret Mapung Pana Miyam gi Seva Togbirakba Asigi Damukta Suaina Isorda Kuram Jabagaloina Nungaiba Fongdoksari Taseng Nangasi Sinbiriba Mapam Akoigi Maruena Manipuri Rajbari Red Lane Shillong Akoigi Manipurgi Itihaska Yamna Naknaba Yamna eventful oiba aduga historically highly significant laiba adugumba mafam mamada sinbi basi yamna akoigi kare haigani masigi impact chawi aduga loina na masigi wahan thoksu yamna leibam thoi haina in hanbada puning da pawi matang sida gasi guest of honor when the linction biriba Siri Patrick Roy Congrad Khar Kongor I would like to take the advantage to thank your government. Why? Because your Chief Minister Konakji, I requested through our Chief Minister for delivering this place of historical place land in last 2 years. Then your Chief Secretary and Chief Minister has already allotted this land to the government of Manipur. For this, I'm very much thankful to your government through you. Aduga, Sidaista, Aina Hanmada, Ngasigi, Sahitagi, Sida Yaubiriba, Amadi, video conferencing the joint of Viriba, live on YouTube, the Yaubiriba, live on Facebook, the Yaubiriba, Tonganba, Manipur, Reisa Singh, the diaspora Singh, the Loinana, Behenu Maktada, Yauba Pangviriba, Marmapang, Kudimakusuaina, Aigitaraptagi, Nungaiba, Harauba, Fondoksari. Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival Shillong, Sinvashdaina, Aigi Puning the Fauja Bomalay. Dr. Kamal gi Maramda internationalized Taunanaba Honor Pasida. Aigi Yamba Haibatare, retired Taukraba, Manipur College gi senior selection grade lecturer, Oiramba Siri or Dr. Long Lairalakam Sarat Singh, I Nasigi Paxensi the Ningsing Jaboma Pawi, Maramdi. Dr. Kamal gi literature akhoi songang waringita metric thabada tamai aduga akhoi gi halaman mayam su tamki adu yamna akhoi da achauba ithillama pi giba adugumba Manipur gi masak nairaba koi gi novelist amani adu maki matangda koi gi aina panjagiba Dr. Sharat Lairlakpam se mahakna magi Masagi cross the Gitoraga, Dr. Kamal gi realities and real in life and exact location see try find out on Honaki. Aduna Mahagribuga the Satki, Shillong the Sali, Aduga Matamadugi, Magi contemporary who was sing Mafam Singado on the spot, locating Toraga Mabu Karmaina, novel Madhavi si Irakwada influenced Torapuge, Ibana Singwa Mayam Simagi, Atopa, Topa. Angles in the mana approach to we. Madadagi Hendoktana coming on the Leba, Akogi Dailong si Kunjao Sida, Maki, Mayamna Haine, Maki Madhavi si, Dailongi, Kabui, Ningolni, Haidana, Aduna, Maduda Base Toraga, Madhavi, Igibani, Haidana, Tongan, Mayamamalay, Adu Mayam Singado, Rasiki Numitsidina, Agiyamba. Dr. Sarat Ningsing Jay Maram Dimana Satlaga Question Salaga Toki Badongasi Ayak Ningsing Javama Pawi Aduga Loinana Aiki Baru Saratsan Tiam Amasung Nasigi functions the Lengchin Biba Saitabu Nuksi Biba Mayam Tongan Ba Bharat Ki Wangmadagi either Bangladesh or Myanmar ngasigi web line sida web ki through sida loine yeng ba phangam gare na khanjai ado Meghalaya gi Sahitya Parishat na amadi Phunga Heritage na Manipuri loan amasung akhoi mamal yamlaba Dr. Kamal gi Madhavi na singba magi literature mayam phongba amasung phongdaba mayam tongan tongan na phongre Saireng gi oigera drama gi oigera Dr. Kamal na ibiramba mayam singado akhoi gi laire raba Manipur gi ina khullaba Sahitya gi pukai sida mana toramba contribution ado akhoi gi tungi mirol da amasung tongan tongan ba mafam da soijaina na leikraba ireibak sangsa singda nahuna na madu internationalize to buse masi yamna afaba khongthang amane ena panjaningi maruena hujikti new education policy lae bharat ki hoina tongan tongan ba state to so khoi successfully implement tawna ba masi ki preparation mayam ama momentum ama khoi create tawdana leire asigumba tanja asida akhoi gisu pioneer oiraba asigumba novelist amagi magi literature sing as a international platform da either in translation of different languages or choijaina na taraba Manipuri singda imalon gi mahau se amuk rejuvenate toba revigorate toba adugumba mayam ama thohon birag tohlakani haina ina asa tawjai ari bo wafum khara si thamjaraga ngasigi khoi Tara Taretsuba annual conference of Manipuri Sahitya Parishat Meghalaya Amasung Dr. Kamal Manipuri Literature Festival Shillong 2022 se yamna mai pakna tawbiu tung koina chathabiu aduga aikhoi su aikhoina ngamjaba thakta miyamgi mateng pangjanaba hona jage aduga choijaina ladaba diaspora singda Manipur gi hujik lairiba khoigi inakhulaba writers singi contribution sing se equally share toba public domain da accessible ohenba asina singwa mayam digitized tawraga khoigi throughout the globe wherever and whenever Manipuris are there or Manipuri bu nungsiba mayam do maduda khoigi leijariba sahitya gi mahaw ase yohonbiba mai pangna yohonbiu haibo haisi haijaraga mayam punamak ai amukka hanna kuramjari.
ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯈꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌ ꯄꯔꯤꯁꯠ ꯑꯁꯤꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯕꯪꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥ ꯇꯥꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯀꯥꯕ꯭ꯔꯕꯝ ꯅꯤꯂꯀꯥꯟꯇ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯖꯣꯙꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯁꯅꯁꯝ MSPMꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯟꯗꯔ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯅꯕꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯧꯖꯝ ꯁꯪꯒꯤꯠ ꯔꯠꯅꯒꯤ ꯎꯄꯥꯙꯤ MSPMꯅ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯀꯦꯁꯣ ꯏꯔꯦꯡꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯆꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ
I request everyone present here to join in the condolence by observing 2-minute silence for the bereaved souls. Thank you, everyone. Program chatchajarakpu oina mathang asidi secretary gi warol amuk taminasi. I request the secretary of Manipuri Sahitya Parishat Meghalaya, Shri Dr. Kamal Chiram, to give his annual report.
mayambu ahanba makta kurumzari. Ngasigi Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival Shillong Singaniga Konitoi amasung tara taret suba Manipuri Sahitya Parisat ki chaigi me famya wiriba mayam punomukko amakan komramzari. Ngasigi Thoromgi Chief Guest of Viriba Sri R.K. Ranjan, Honorable Minister of State Government of India, Guest of Honor Viriba Sri Frederick Harkongor, Commissioner and Secretary Department of Arts and Culture Government of Meghalaya, Atai Dias Election Viriba Oza Singh, Oza Ubentra, Oza Birmangal, Oza Subadani, Oza Sarachan, Akoigi, Advisor, Oza KB Amasung Akoigi, President Oza Mones, Amasung Mang, the Limsin Viriba, Todo Hindana Ikai Kumnasaraba, Oza Mayambu, Kurumjari, Hokiba, Chahi Anis the Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya na pangthokiba Thoromgi samlappa paudamamta thamjage Manipuri Sahitya Parisat ki handak pangthok chariba asina tara taret suba chahigi mifamni haujik chathari ba laichat asina maram moiraga ing lising aniga kunmathoi da pangthok kadaba tara taret suba thoramasi handaki march da oina pangthok chari Parisat asigi tara taruk suba mangal gi chepong puthoki bangam hodabadagi handaki chepong asina tara taruk amasung tara taret suba anima pungna phopong lagani ngahaki matungda Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya gi mifam English na mga taramapan gi November tang mapan amasung tarada Manipur Rajbari mafam asimagtada yamna chaw na pangthoki maduda Governor of Meghalaya Sri Tathagata Roy Matamaduda Governor of Biramba Tathagata Roy na athoy bamitung oiki loina na Sahitya Academy mana pangkraba Oza Khetribir Oza Rajmani Nongthomba amasung Oza Yangkhom Kevi na akhana bamitung oiki Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya gi President Oza Monisna Thoram adugi Thoramapu oibiki Haukiba Chahi Tara Manga aduda Manipuri loan amasung corridor chawkhanaba honabada Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya na honariba asi palladuna Sri Tathagata Roy na Thagatpa Pongdok Piramki Chahi gi oina mangal su chefong mangal su hogdopagi thoramasida fongki Matamashida 2019 da Thoido Hendokpa Manipuri Sahitya Parisna Pangthokiba Thabak Singi Manungda Amadi December ki tang kuntaret amasung kunipan da Pangthokiba Bangladesh ki literary khongchat adu corridor khongchat aduni khongchat asida parisat asigi mioi taruk yauki Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya amasung Bangladesh Manipuri Sahitya Sangsad na kusam nana sinba khongchat adugi ahan bathoram da Kamalganj da laiba Manipuri Cultural Complex da tang kuntareta pangthoki Sri L. Krishnamurti, Assistant High Commission of India to Bangladesh na athoy bamithong obiki thoramadu da Manipuri loan gi matang da seminar Sairing Paba amasung nat ki thoram sing pangthoki Sairing Paba gi thoram da Meitei loan gi aiba sing tanatana Bangladesh ki Bangla loan gi aiba anisu saruk yaki ani suban numina tang kun nipan gi thoram da select laiba Lama Bazar da laiba Lama Bazar mandap ta Sri A.K. Seram ngasi lengsin beri ozana thoromapu oiduna pangthoki Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya gi member sing OPK amasung loan amasung nat ki thoram su pangthoki Maling belai cara melak padagi tawak thoram kaya da apan belai ki asimagna Dr. Kamal International Literature Festival Shillong asi ihan han bo aina sok lesing ani ga kun da pangthoki hain hona jarambani madu ngamkhidabani adu moinamak online gi lambi da atopa thodam macha adum pangthok saki lesing ani kungi December tang tareta akoi gi tara taruk suba program su online gi thong da pangthoki masida natana lockdown na maram oraga thaba inkhang lemna khiba sen thungi phibam da kudong cha daba ta daba nate Shillong Manipur Students Union na June lising ani ga kun mathoi da Shillong da laiba Manipuri sing da chana thakna ba yen bagi thoram pangthoki Manipur da su madu da su Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Meghalaya na angam mating pangki masini thoidokpa Manipuri Sahitya Meghalaya gi thabak thoram hokiba sahi ani sida pangthokiba mayam bo makan khurumjari
Hagachari Dr. Kamaljit Chirom, Secretary, MSPM. Mathang asidi akoi Mangal Journal 16th and 17th issue pungbagi tanza amadi oja Rajamani nongthombagi lairik ahum pungbagi tanza adu muk lauzage oja Rajamani nongthombagi lairik isai saireng halakho lakho amukta hingbadi hingli ai amadi hajadra yengu mainam parengse hariba lairik ahum sisu phongminnagani. Thank you, dignitaries. I request everyone to give one signature.
Thangsina Oja Rajamani Nongthomba Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya gi founder member amadi advisor Gurumba Jaibunogi lairik ahumni.
Thagachari dignitary Singhu. Matangsi award ceremony amuk lakhachage. Ahanba Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Award 2022 asi Oja Shri A.K. Seram Bangladesh tagi lakpiba Oja da pizabani. Oja asi Bangladesh ta pokchaba oiragasu Manipuri literature bu adugi matik luna lawiba international level da Manipuri sahitya asibu saktak liba ojani. Ojada ahanba Dr. Kamal International Award 2022 asi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya amadi funga heritage na KhutSem na bagi tanzadu muklaujagi Oja A.K. Serambu dais mathak talingkhat piraknaba ningsingjari Oja. I request our members to felicitate Oja Seram with a Lingyan P. Lingyan Piyong Tang. Our special guest of honor, Sri Frederick Kargankor, will felicitate Jaseram with Lingyan Fi and flower bouquet. Thank you. And here comes the Koyet. Jabu. Jaseram wahi mga taradang pundok piram na ba? Kausinjari.
Manipuri Shahida Parishad Meghalaya Nashigi Thauram Annual General Conference Taratari Shuba Amashung Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literary Festival 2022 Ramshigi Kai Kunajirba President Chief Guest when Maman Wangang Bikre Honorable Minister of State Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, special guest when Sharuk Jabiri, Honorable Secretary Arts and Culture of Meghalaya Government, at the dignitaries Mayamale Pambiri, Mangdeshu, Tinbiri Bamayam, Paroti, Mahum Kayadagi, Manipur Dagi, Assam Dagi, Tripura Dagi, Mayam Nebirpa, Shaknar Mugatani, Mayam Moyan Nolukcheri. Egi Lavok Pabani, Nashi Dr. Kamal, Akogi Manipuri Shahitagiri. Luching money and Lojava, pioneer Nana, Manipuri modern literature pioneer of whom Manunda, Chauba Komolanga, whom Jivakuna Kangjay, the Komoli the introduced to award she a hand boy name on the Kuchinabaji, a Yamna, Ikai Najava, a canonic respect of an analogy, Mashi Lavuk from an analogy, Aina Meghalaya Shahita Parishat, Amashung Funga. Heritage who Puchel and Tagacheri. Machine among the show, Hijamanga Award, won the PB Manipur the Ati Award Kadang shoe. Aina Bangladesh, Bangladesh, Laga, India, the Hand Award Pungusi, Asham the Guinea, we Wajata and Nikanda Shimbiduna, and Hong Kong Award, and Amakapi with Ahanmani, 2003. The Matang Manipur the Asham the Award Kadang Punjaki. Agortola Shegi, Lambini, Manipur Pakandi, Assam Pakandi, Japakudi, Agortola in Chile, Agortola, them the award from Jedria and I to pay in the Bumle Jeremy. So last year, the last month, award Madi, Agortola Manipuri Shaita Personal Autotuna, Adugo Ishana, COVID-19 Maram Award, Lobungam Jahode, Bishagi problem the Gi. Meghalaya she Chitaramani, Meghalaya Sugashi, Meghalaya Manipuri Shaita British Award, Mapivina, Mapung Pare and Lujere. I look for Mashi, Mashi, Igun Laina, Tawanate, Aina Kogi Manipuri loan, Shaita, Kajitan, Shijaruba, Akunatopa, loan, Shaita, Maratawana, Hinjariba, Agi loan the Wu, Shaita to Hingana, Jariba, Ashiki recognition of an Logi, Bangladesh, Takuna, loan, Shaita, Kitamata Tabak, Jariba, Mayang, Mihutamo, Waragaina, Ashiki Awadashi, Lojari. Atop of Manai, Hiding Bible, Akuna. Hijamang Halgi, Mapoku Monchehi, Bangladesh to observe Toji, Akogi, Mahakabi Malay, Akogi Mahaka Bamale Yavashi, Yam Chatukching Imaramni, Adu Bengali people, the Bengali Shaita Karma, am the Kanga, give a Chahika, Achuk the Honor Hojitaki Hauna, Dr. Komol Gishu, Maki kano gi mapo kumon ama hana mamang ide de khoi chawo komol anga halen punna khoi ningsing kumon ama pangthomi hogi tongan na pangtho pagi thorum chatharagani aduna khoi Dr. Kamal usu Dr. Kamal gumba khoi Manipuri sahitya gi sakna mi oi musu khoi mapan gi sahityakar sing da khangan bangam ngani habi khoi thajabari madunga magadi khoi gi mai pak pani Dr. Kamal habiram wahi amalai ai chapchana line do ningsindre maitei leikon gi leigi chara tharu shanu samudra wangmudasu hingduna leigani leipareng na tatravadi leipareng aba serengi pareng kharan pareng shoram bajai aduni akhoi gi leipareng si tatravadi shodra hingani ngasi samudra wangoda tongan deshamada Bangladesh tu jokona Manipuri sahitya gi leikolama sengkot no honajari Manipuri gi leigi chara da kona thajari masi akhoi gi lei pareng am hone lengjari se Manipur Assam Tripura Meghalaya pulyarga asi lei pareng sin tatra leiragadi akhoi gi lei gi chara do hingduna leigani am jokoi thajabani masi da ne mayam da haijaba akhoi mayam changna akhoi lei pareng si talhaloi si akhoi gi Manipuri lon sahitya gi akhoi thabak akhona honajari ba suri ba mayam se akhoi apunba piri ba da mayam puminna si masi haijari harga Manipuri sahitya parishad Meghalaya amasung funga heritage pu amuk kana thagachaduna mayam noluk chaduna ayo hai matang sinjin
Thagachari Oja AK Seram Matam Pumbada Ishwana Chanbi Boishanu Matang Asidi MSPM na Nantok Jaba Award Sing Sinabagi Tanjadu Muklaujage Ahan Bada Sahitya Bhushan 2022 Award Asi Oja Irungbam Basanta Singh da Pijari Oja Irungbam Basanta Singh Inkumja 1944 ki October ki 31 da Wangkai Khunau Imphal da Poki Ojagi Lairik Singh Thamoina Maka Lamlaklaba da Haiba Lairik Asi Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Imphal na Nongthombam Kunjamohon Sahitya Mana Amasung Huyen Lan Pau Pau Chena Huyen Lan Pau Literary Award Lantok Pikre Aiba Asi Writers Forum Imphal na Phongba Sahitya gi Pau gi editor su Oiramki Yaukiba Loop Singh Kharadi Manipuri Sahitya Parisat Imphal The Cultural Forum Manipur Amasung Writers Forum Imphal na Chingbani Aiba Sigi Wari Macha Kharasu Akashvani Imphal da Puthokre Lila Macha Oina Oja Irungbam Basanta Singbu Daista Kaushin Bagi Tanja Adu Muklaujage I request Sri Irungbam Basanta Singh to be on the dais and receive the Sahitya Bhushan 2022 award. Agachari Oja Irungbam Basanta, and I also thank Sri Frederick Kargankor, our special guest. I request
Recording in progress.
I request our next recipient, Kaisam Priyokumar Singh, Kavya Bhushan 2022. Kaisam Priyokumar Singh to be here on the dais. Oja Kaisam Priyokumar Singh, Imphal gi Haubam Marak Kaisam Lekai da Poki, All India Radio Imphal gi Isai Saireng Ama Oina, Saireng Ba Ama Oina Miyam na Sakang Naki, Asida Sunatana Manipuri film Karada Isai gi Mayek Singh Iduna Sakiba Mayek Singh Iduna Sakiba Laikre, Ojagi Isai Singh. Ojada Sahitya Bhushan Award Asi Sinajari. Ojagi isay sing karatang panjage, biday na pantung oirage, ay na nang bu nungsibagum, nang nasu ay bu nungsibra, kayam kuy nangay do na laikini, tap na asum nungsinasi. Sa uda ba na famda, hari ba isay sing si, Ojagi yam popular oikiba isay sing ni? Kavyabhushan Award conferred to kay Sampriyo Kumar Singh. Matangda Oja Thingbai Zampipin Chandra Sangeet Bhushan Upadhi 2022 Book of Kachari. Oja Bipin Chandra. Oja Bipin Chandra Bharat ki thak da pangthok pa isay nongmai gi thoram sing da Manipur gi mahut sinduna lakre Ojagi isagi studio lingkhatuna satra kayabu mujik lamjing lamtak piriba isay gi lamda saknai raba Ojani. Ojasi 1953 gi March top awang lekay da Poki mujik na Ojasi Infal West ki badal Libiri MSPM na Sangeet Bhushan gi Upadhi Oja Sakpa Thingbai Zampipin Chandra da sinajari. Thank you. Mathang si Sahitya Sevak 2022. Sahitya Sevak 2022 si Oja Changamayum Pisak. Oja Ibo Pisak da sinajari. Sahitya Sevak. Oja Ibo Assam gi Kasar Jila gi Singarbon Hisnam Likay da Inkumja Lising Taramapan Gahumfu gi Julay Amada Poki. Ojagi Sairing kaya maruk Sahitya gi Chefong kaya da tol tamlum Manipuri lagi Ojasi huzi Meghalaya da thabak tauna ching batan za kaya lauduna Ojana akoigi Sahitya Parisat asibu chakhat naba si kadai da soy gidragay haiduna Ojana kupne laki Ojagi asigum laba contribution mayam asibu ikai kumnaba oina Ojada Sahitya Sevak 2022 gi award si bijari. Thank you. Now we shall have the speech by our special guests and guest of honors. So first I request our guest of honor, Shri Frederick Kagankor, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Art and Culture, Government of Meghalaya, to give his speech.
A very good morning to all of you. At the very outset, I would like to greet you, Khurum Jari. I would like to express to Dr. Munish Nithaujam, the president of the Manipuri Sahitya Sabha, for having invited me here. It's a matter very, I should say, inspiring function where we celebrate and honor the entire galaxy of these literary, talents, as well as to honor the memory of a great literary giant, Dr. Kamal. Thanks for having invited me. I'm also deeply honored to share this dais with various dignitaries who have come from outside Shillong, such as Shri L. the Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti, Shri L. Birmangal Singha, member of the Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, Shrimitri Shetri Mayun Subadani, president of the Laikol, Shri Sarat Chandra Thiam, of the who is a Sahitya Academy awardee, Nangam Basanta Kumar, vice president of the Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Shri Yengkhom Kibis, who's the advisor of the Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, and also all the various awardees. Mr. Seram, who has come all the way from Bangladesh, the various awardees who have in fact excelled in various forms of art as well as culture, and who have received that recognition. It gives me special pleasure to be here in the midst of this beautiful Rajbari, and which also has been the place which the former royalty of of the Kingdom of Manipur have sent many wonderful springs and summers. What attracted the Manipur royalty perhaps is this beautiful weather which we are experiencing today, and who's a pioneering literary giant of the Manipuri literature world. In fact, I was told spent quite a long time here in Shillong as a student of the government boys' school, and he has been able to visit many places and was influenced to a great extent by the natural surroundings here. And I think Madhavi, in which he recounts quite a few, and there's a chapter in that book which recounts his experiences about Shillong, is something that is deeply to be cherished not only by the Manipuri community but by all of us who are from I'm from Shillong. Also, I think on similar lines, like Tagore wrote the Shillongar Chithi, I think Shillongar Chithi, there's a book by Tagore where the natural surroundings of Shillong have inspired the various literary giants. I think in the same way, I think we all take inspiration from these great writers. And I must thank the Meghalaya Manipur Sahitya Sabha under the leadership of Dr. Munish Singh, who is also the regional director, and who we have done many programs together over the past 2 years, especially in connection with the Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, and the Golden Jubilee of the Meghalaya statehood. He huge part in the cultural renaissance here in Meghalaya, along with the Department of Art and Culture. I'm thankful to his leadership and to his contribution in being a catalyst and in assembling so many sons in so many ways. At this point of time, I'm reminded of one of our great Khasi poet laureates, Usosotham, after whom the Sosotham auditorium is named after. He had written a poem called Utio Do Amau. Utio Do Amau is one poem which appears in his collection called Persintio. Persintio means a garden of flowers. And in that collection of poems, there's a particular poem which he dedicates to one very unique flower called Utio do Mau, where in Khasi he calls it Usuntio Ubapher. 30 thoughts. And the image of the flower is like a leaf, and that leaf has got the veins of neurons, like the in the brain we have the various neurons, and the neurons are sparks. So that leaf is symbolic of the various streams of consciousness that come from the gray matter, and that spark creativity, that spark imagination, that spark thoughts. So in the same way, poets, writers, thinkers, though they may come from various humble kind of surroundings, and though they may not be that visible, however, they lead society to think, to ideate, to reflect, and thereby, like today, we have celebrated many extraordinary thinkers and cultural leaders. In the same way, the role of culture and art and the recognition of these great talents is something that is so important in a society, in a culture, in times which are so uncertain. As we now live in uncertain times, we just faced the pandemic. Now we're in the midst of war, the uncertainty of war. So it's very important, and especially in the midst of the context of our northeastern states who have gone through so much flux and uncertainty, the role of the thinkers and the writers to provide imagination, to provide leadership, to provide hope is, I think, so important. And also another thing is that it connects us with our roots, with our culture. In the midst of so much influence from external sources, where there is a standardization of one culture, either Hollywood or Bollywood, but to hold on steadfast to our roots, to hold on steadfast to our culture, to celebrate our culture, to celebrate our roots is so important. And through books, through songs, through novels, through poetries, we are able to capture and we are able to build on that rootedness, which is so important. And because it is so important for you to be alive and to be connected to your roots, so that later on you can take wings. I'm actually very much inspired by the Manipuri Meitei community, because culturally you are very rich, and also your society and your culture and your dances, like the Ras, like the famous Ras dance. I was privileged to sit next to Shri Upendra ji. Is something which is one of the most graceful and most beautiful dances in the world. You have giants like Ratan Thiyam, who is a well-known and iconic cultural, doyen. And in the field of sports, of course, it's well known from Chanu and various greats who have brought not only laurels for the state of Manipur, but for the entire country. So my salute goes to the Manipuri community, to the Meitei community, and I'm really extremely grateful that Dr. Munish has invited me here. We share a very long and cherished friendship and relationship, where we have done many activities together. I'm also very happy that Mr. Seram, who has come all the way from Bangladesh, is here, because just last year we have received approval from the Ministry of External Affairs to set up a small cultural center in Dhaka in memory of our great freedom fighter Tirot Singh. Tirot Singh, as you know, he was a great Khasi patriot and nationalist who fought against the British colonial rule in the 1800s, and he struggled against he waged a successful struggle against the British for 4 long years. They fought off all the colonial powers for 4 years. And finally, he was captured and he was sent to Dhaka. And he was incarcerated there in Dhaka. Of course, he passed away on 17 July. So and as part of this India at 75 Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we will be taking steps with the approval of the Ministry of External Affairs to set up a small cultural center in memory of Tirot Singh. And we will be, in fact, traveling to Dhaka and to Sylhet this year. Hopefully, the pandemic situation will also not be an impediment. So hopefully, we will also get a chance to meet Mr. Seram when we come to Sylhet, along with the cultural troops, together with the collaboration of Dr. Munish. We will be able to take some of our cultural troops and also be there at the opening of this cultural center. So in parting, I would like to once again congratulate the Manipur Sahitya Sabha, and under the leadership of Dr. Munish Singh and all his team, for having organized this very befitting and very solemn function in recognition, in memory of Dr. Kamal, who is a literary giant, and for having used this platform to felicitate the memory. This lastly, 3 thoughts I would like to share with you, and which is one, I think, amongst all recent states, is to cherish your pristine nature, protect your valuable culture, and cherish your precious legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Frederick Kargonkor, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Art and Culture, Government of Meghalaya. I hope we will cherish our culture, as you have said, to our utmost limit. Thank you, sir. So, makata tatarakpa uina singi warol du matang amuk thambinaba nising jange ahan bada matang tarakpa uina oja Laimim Upendra Sharma, President Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti, Ojana Ojagi Oiba Waroldo Thambina Baninjari.
Mayam Namaku Aina Kongnon Koramjari. For the benefit of all the gathering, I think I should proceed with my speech, short speech in English, including our special guest, Mr. Fredericks. Actually, it is a small gathering, but in my mind, it is a great event of Manipuri culture and literature. As we know, Manipuri culture and literature, it goes beyond the boundaries of Manipur. And Dr. Kamal's International Festival, we are observing, or we are starting celebration, should be a great event, because Shillong become popular to the mind of our Manipuri peoples due to the Dr. Kamal. When we studied in the class 5, 6 or class up to class 9, we have a chapter on the beauty of Shillong by Dr. Kamal. And from that essay, we can see the beauty of the Shillong, even though we did not visit Shillong. So it is a right time to observe Dr. Kamal International Literary Festival starting from this year. We should support the initiative of the Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Shillong. And I would like to thank Dr. Monish, the president of this Parishad, and other teams, because they are very energetic. I know they have very few the membership, but I have seen that during the time of Yangkom Oja, I have participated, I think, the event 2 or 3 times. At that time, money So time I was retired, but we should have, in the coming year, we should have these cultural events part of our life. And again, I would like to make some observation or suggestion. Actually, my group, I should say, Narol Sahitya Premi Samiti, we are observing the birth anniversary of the, I should writers for the last 40, 50 years, I should say. We are observing the birthday of Dr. Kamal, Chauba, Angahal, Darendrajit, etc., etc., Miniketan, and on this 3rd March, we are observing Dr. Kamal's 122nd birthday at the birthplace of Dr. Kamal. And I am happy to announce, to inform you, I think already you have this information, because we have Dr. Kamal Memorial Complex at the same birthday of birthplace of Dr. Kamal. So it was now ground floor. We have 4 or 5 rooms. And whenever you visited Manipur from outside Manipur, I think you should visit our that shrine, because it is a pilgrimage place for us. So we should pay to our obeisances to that Dr. Kamal. We have a murti, Dr. Kamal's murti, etc. So I would like to suggest that coming year, because you know from the government point of view, we have to observe 100th centenary and 125. So we have 3 years more in our hand. So I would like to propose with the Shillong Sahitya Parishad and Manipuri Sahitya Parishad and other like-minded, we can take the initiative for observing, because we have my friend Sharachan Thiam, who is very expert in observing these celebration. We have, in the past, we have done the 125th of Dr. Angahal also, Hijam Angahal, Jananeta Irabot also, we have done it. So this time we should observe this celebration also in Shillong, in Manipur, different parts of, even including Bangladesh also we can have, because we have a good relation. I would like to thank to Dr. Saram also. And another proposal is that now we can observing the 100 of that anniversary of MK Binodini also. MK Binodini also connected with Shillong. So we should observe it. We have started in Manipur, and I would like to propose to the government of, I think, Meghalaya or in the Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Shillong, we should observe it during this 1 year celebration. We are planning to have some programs by the Sahitya Academy, some programs by the Sangeet Nata Academy, because MK Binodini was also a great patron of art and culture, although she was a great literary giant in Manipur. And he was connected with the Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, which I also associated. He was the first secretary of this Jain Dance Academy. And he wrote so many good script of dance drama, Khaibul Lamjao, Loktak Isai, as you know. So we should observe it. I have written a article yesterday in Pongapam. You might have read it, because this is my humble suggestion that we should observe, because we should observe these celebration for the benefit of our future generation, because we have to observe this celebration for the upheld of the human values. So why we are writing our articles, why we are writing poetry? Because to keep the human values, because this is very important. So once again, I would like to thank to the organizer for inviting me for this event. And I said again, because this is a small gathering, but we are gathering of giants from the, Bangladesh, giants from the Tripura, Biramangol, and giants from Manipur, including us also. So thank you.
Thank you, Shri L. Upendra Sharma. We will take all your suggestions in observing the legacy of our eminent writers. Now I request L. Biramangal Singha, member of Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy from Tripura, to give his speech. Ojabu Noluk Nishinjari.
Sigi Thoroma Sigi Mipamapu Viriba Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya President, Special Guest Meghalaya Government की Art and Culture Department की Commissioner and Secretary Renati कोई क्या कहना जरी बाज़ार सिंह मांग दले सिंह बिजी बा मफ़हम कोई भारत की मफ़हम लोगों ने बांग्लादेश की लैंग्वेज की बा में हम पुनः को आहार मत्ता कोडों ने खुरम जरी कोई चाहिए लास्ट चाहिए अनि कोविड लाइसेंस की मरम ना कोई में हम तो ना सिलेट तो खंडे आगरतला तो खंडे इम्फाल गुवाहाटी शिलोंग मफम हम तो कोई उन्नबदु लास्ट चाहिए नहीं सी कोई उन्नब फंगी दे ऐसी मनुंगा अखोई की मरुप मपिजा ओजा के या कोविड लाइसेंस की मरम न सु लेखी दे तो अनोबा कोविड लाइसेंस की वफम देगी हो अनोबा वफम वही यानी मा कोई फंगे सोशल डिस्टेंस क्वारंटाइन असुम वही अनोबा कोई दलाये सोशल डिस्टेंस है बजी अखोई ने साहित्य तो जरीबा अखोई की मोटो हारे गदी सोशल कोई चेकन में आम लोग तो आएगा सोशल कोई क्लोज अति जो इन्हें कमाई तो बस ये कोई अदुगा सी लाइसेंस सी मरम दगी सोशल डिस्टेंस है वो वफम में लावा अदुना कोविड की मतमदा लेखी दबा कोई मरु मपिजा क्या अदी मतमदा कोई लेखी दबा मतुंग दसना हंगुबगी अखोगी खुदुंग चाब कोई फंगी दे अनाब में मदा हंगुरगा चलुरगा अहंजिंग नाना लेरे कोई ओजाजिंग में न चतना हंगुरगा अदी कोविड पायरागा दे इना लामना तौरिबनी हाइबगु अदुंबा वाफम अमा लाकबा कोई जामना कोई अवाबा फिम अमा चखरे अदुगी मथंगदि सोइदना लाइसेंस सिगे कोई हिंगगने ना खंजई अदुगा अइना अहानबदा हाइजेनिंग बखजिगी डॉक्टर कमल की मपोक नुमी तो कोई सिपांगतुई अखोइना आंगांग ओरिएंद्र कॉलेज तमी मतमदा अखोइ कन्ना रविंद्रनाथ की नजरुल की जयंती आना पांगथो या कन्ना रविंद्र इसे सकपा माय मरमदा हाइबा सिक्या तौरमी कोई मिति मयाम मरु मवांग तिलगा अदुगा आसामदगी लाकपा ओजामना मतमदुदा हाय रविंद्रनाथ नजरुल की बर्थडे पांगथोकदबा मयाम जामना लेई अदुना अखोइगी अखोइगी सुलेरिबा कवि कया चही चामा सुरबा कवि कया लेरी मणिपुरी साहित्य हिंगलंबा मखोइगिसु मपोक नुमित पांगथोकपा दरकार होय है वफम जपैदा अहानबा पिरमी कोना मणिपुरी साहित्य परिषद त्रिपुराना अखोइना हुजिक अखोइ जननता इराबोर माकबि आंगांहल कवि चावबा डॉक्टर कमल की मपोक नुमित कोई साहित्य परिषद की पांगथोकचरी अदुना डॉक्टर कमल की मागी पुंसीवारी मागी असी पारुरगा कोई त्रिपुरा दा हुजिक कोई ओइबा पिपम जिनि कोइना अयोंदा फाउजरीबसे मतमदुदा डॉक्टर कमल डॉक्टर कोई चावबा आंगांहल मखोई मणिपुरी लोना लाइक तंबा फंगिदे वर्नाकुलर लैंग्वेज ना बांग्ला तमी कोई 1924 मणिपुरी लोना अहानबा मेट्रिक था फंगी है अदुना मतमदुदा मणिपुरी लोन से हिंगंगन थम्बगी अवाब होबे मतमसिदा माना मणिपुरी साहित्य तोबुगी वाखन लाकिबा अयाम मतमदा माहाकी मतमदुदि बांग्लादगी मणिपुरी दा हंदोंना साहित्य तोरंबा अदुगा माना नुंगाइतना हायरंबा मपानगी लोनदगी अखोइ लोन हंदोरकपसिदा अखोगी इसागी होबा पोल लेते अदुना मणिपुरी की साहित्य तौबगी वाफमदगी माना सेरेंग लारिक पुथोकंबा माधवी उपन्यास आहानबो उपन्यास थलपदगी बांग्लादा दुर्गेश बंकिम चंद्र की दुर्गेश नंदनी थलपदगी बांग्लागीदा मणि बांग्ला उपन्यास की मयामना मसखंगी बदुवाइना माधवी थलपदगी दी जामना पॉपुलर होजिबा अदि माधवी मतुंगदा अखोइ साहित्य के पुथोए उपन्यास के इरे अदुगा माधवी हारगा mayamna khangiba madhubi Dr. Kamal asumana hojikti akogi character maming amata haraga character khangbasi akoi hojikso mana popular si oiba namdi aina handak khani mamangda YouTube da changaga madhubi si moina pabagi tajabasi asum tabada saireng oina tori kyam phajari aduga Shillongi mana akogi description mayam piramba mahusagi laidimigi phajaba KhutSemgi phajaba asigi animaki punna yenga haragdi Shillong shor jine hairambagi wa akoina phangi akoi irabot kina mana sire jail chatpa matamna Shillongi masak chapada Shillongi saireng aina iram mapam dagana Mahabharata Shillong aiji promila desh ne ana lerami aduna hojiki Shillongi ima iben nupi sing mai hanagi magi hak adhikar du leiribara nata Manipur gi nupi sing gi phibam du oribara haina phongdomba Robindranath sila aga mai sese kobita iamba adi asida Robindranath jam toina Agartala da lam du maina Shillong du jam lami asida mana koina pajabada ji Nobokumar Thakur masi kauraga Ambalal Sarabai Gujarat ki jamna maming leraba industrialist maka sakhangna halaga Gujarat ta Manipuri jagoi tamba hogdokibagi mayam khangna basi du Shillong mafamni aduna aina akogi asigi wari loina na hojiki waja aiga opendrong ja haibige imasi binadani gi chehi chama su bamko mi mahasu se leina larik lesu tamgiba jam important orba akogi Shillong asiga akogi hojik Manipuri lona larik hoju Tripura da hojik ta nauna Manipuri lona larik tamme isamaksu Manipur lona larik tamba phangjarakte Dr. Kamal haida mi matamdu da Manipuri si lakh ama makhai tani lakh ama makhai si masing hina kamaina saritto toruni haiba haida maga mana haida mi Manipur da natana Manipur gi wangda Assam Kasar Silet Takhen adi Dhaka da su Manipuri tari adi mayam ji lona konsel laga Manipuri saitto to ba Manipur da nate aina mana puramiba mieng don sidi Manipulana na Manipuri saitto akogi Assam koi Tripura Bangladesh loinana ansi Meghaloi dasu Manipuri saitto Meghaloi hena linghatlamga asi oja kebi lady oja rasmani moina linghatlamna si akoi Shillong dasu saitagi Manipuri saitagi je phibam mama pukalana aduna si tobusi jamna khoi chaktukningani Manipuri se masingli agasu akogi thangnaba raijo Assam gi Asomia literature masing yami jamgasu Assam natana ati mafam kadai dasu Assam gi saitagi activities akoi uba phangde the Manipuri londi masing agasu Manipur natana Assam Meghaloi Tripura even Bharat ki mapanda Bangladesh su Manipuri saitagi esi chathari adum khoina Dr. Kamal chawba angang hangai namanga mamam chawbana haibiramba lairabi imani khangdabana haibani mite kabilakini haramado hujiti mite kabilae akhoi thamoi jamna chakhotningai akhoi masing li agasu akhoi lon sudan hingani Manipuri saita chakolakani si haraga aiwa saidan
Thagachari Oja Biramangal Singha Ojagi mamal yamlaba mafam kaya thambiramle mathang asidi Oja ge sai shubadani President Laikolbu kausinjari
ahanba maktada aikoigi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya na pangthoiba thauram masida lengbirakliba pomnamakpu ikai khumbu jari masigi asigumba thauram masigi daista kengsin beriba ikai khumnajarabasing koi Siri Frederick Commissioner and Secretary Department of Art and Culture Government of Meghalaya ikai khumnabu jari aduga ngasai aikoigi online ki kutangda space bibirkhiba ikai khumnajariba Siri R.K. Ranjan aduga ngasigi phambak asida koi lengsin beriba L. Upendra Singh President Naharon Sahitya Premi Samiti L. Birmangol Singh Manipuri Advisor Language Advisory Board Sahitya Academy aduga sarchantiam loinana ekhoi Manipuri Sahitya Parishat Meghalaya gi ekhoi president gi phampham langda phambiriba Munish aduga ekhoi matam kuine dagi ekhona loina jariba hanagi ex president KB ikai khumna butchari loina nangasi function asida lengbira iba awardee aduga tongan ba lam kaya dagi ekhoi lengbira liba Tripura dagi aduga Assam dagi ekhoi Bangladesh dagi ekhoi aduga Manipur dagi su mi mayam ama lengbira liba punmak ikai khumna butchari aina haijaning badi sahitya haibasina breeze thong ama oire haraga ngasi si ekhoi mayam mafam asida pullari bane karigi pullari bano habsi sahitya na ohelini aduna ekhoina sahitya si ekhoina tawramdragadi ngasi ekhoi mafam sida laamoy aduna February tha si ekhoi mother language day haidana Bangladesh study tha amaga supnaga pangthoi ekhoi Manipur su 21st tu pangthoi adubo ekhoina ekhoi gi imalon ase ekhoina saukhatna nabo hona jadragadi kanam tana laaga ekhoina saukhatlaro aigi imalon gi mingdu thonbidragadi ekhoina lam chatpada thoibina chawbuna bon kauri gaise atopa amana hairpada ekhoina Manipuri nati gaise ekhoina khangani aduna yarima khai ekhoina saita da lagdana hojing nupi mayam hoji nupi singse yam lakanoidana haidana laktabai wani lekoldagi mi ani umdang la ugaina taram ka lakke ga haiding kayamu yamna thawai yaujarage haibabu saita da thawai yaujariba kangu singsi yamna kenmo tawjeba nupi singsi lotana lerba mayam do mon meya da thamba mofam kha da thamba laik mayam ga do puthorakna phongdana asigumba koi platform da let koi phangjarei bisi lepa phangjarei bisi sahitya sina oyeba adagi sahitya si amu mapal da ekhoina khangange na hairagadi ekhoi di sahitya academy se migi mireba masaga ekhoi ga compare tawraga competition tawraga phangba pot nateba ekhoi Manipuri aibasing asida piba mananeba sidagi hena chawba Gyanpit award competition ni adugi stage du da ekhoi lakpa ngamdri laknanaboi da magta ekhoi masen amaga encouragement tawbase yam changi na inhare aduna ekhoi maitai macha singsi ekhoi gi waikhu dongna tawdaba amaga singdhanada dana amaga support tawragadi ekhoi si hena wangba thakta ekhoi legani na aina thajajai imasi binodini gi wa ega open harambadu laikolna imasi binodini gi sama suba mapokumon palon sahi ma supna sathagadauri aduga hairiba palon asi imasi khakta sunate mamangda kumari thoibigi sahi sama suba palon tawkhre mathangi 2024 dadi pramodini gi amuk ekhoina tawrakadauri ekhoi chei sama tawse aduna hijam irabot ki murti mafam kaya da khile ekhoi sahitya gi sansthan mayam na so dum khilai ipak films ki ekhoi gi patriotic writers forum na su Bangladesh ta aduga mafam atopa jaga mayam da su irabot ki murti khilai asmai dogdana ekhoi gi sahitya da pioneer oiramba Dr. Kamal chawba angahal gi murti mayam wase ekhoi khinba darkar oi haina ai madum su haijaningi hut leitharakpada imasi binodini thoibi hoigi makhoigi pot asibawba sanghanjani imasi binodini gi kaino se film si imagi ningthemna grand prix phangi se India gi manungda akoi prithvi gi map ta dot aman namgi base India gi dedi man ahan bane India gi bharat masa mayam sigi manungda Manipur gi chinglaiba asida pokhibi adugumbi imasi binodini na bindu namadu yan halineba aduna di akhoina magi adugumba adugayamna pioneer oiriba pot ase akhoina kawba chumde hana ina khanjai asigi asigumba akhoigi thoram asida aina akhoigi lari aiba mayamsi akhoina karmain tawdage aidi moida regard kari pigadage haibna chingba mayamsi akhoina yamna puning thogatpam thoi haina akhoina kanjai mana phuba aikoina paisa khaina jare harga ima sigi mingda mana ma kachai and asmai dawdana aikoina ma lektragasu magi family yaudragasu saitagi sangstan singna magi tawjaramba du adugi potu di aikoina thawai yaujaba aikoina dum pangthokpase masana tai haina ina kanjai Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya na masida aikoigi lam lamdagi lakwa aikoigi Kamaljit Imphalda poimni masidais da thabak tare aduga Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya gi member ga oidana munis ka si mafam tare mafam sida thabak si tawrga mayam si bukhale erga tongan ba hiram mayam dagi akoi state mayam dagi mi mayam ka khale erga upadi mayam ama pidana masida award mayam ama kattana tawribase masina aikoida lakning hanba nungaiba hene elaborate worpai machak ama pi aduna Meghalaya gi akoigi sides da akoigi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya bo akoina thagat loidabagi marum sunglei leite yamna thagat chai machi aina kari haini chama hena thagat ningbagi potu leijejai aduga asmai dawdana akoigi Bangladesh ta su oza AK Seramna masida Manipuri loan si chakhatna ba thamaga tawiga basi ai tabada ondongna pungning sida nungaiba ma poi hairiba numitsi ayakti aina aigi iramdam Manipur sida aina amu haining si kari haina haining ebu language di tarpase imalon gi numit tarpase office khudimata hojikti IS officer singsi mayang yauge yauroi to akoi maidai ngata leibese English ngangaga na mahire haidana ne English ngate tangangeba aigi isana English ngangne la e di mama pasi am haraweba maitelona sairingam ti du mawa lobi de aduna aikoigi ironje mawa lobi dragadi kanana laktana lobi dageba aigi isana English ngangaga aina sum harawdana isadona maitelon thoktre asma pale bedagi Hindi yam haire ga na sita sum proud oidagadi karmaina aigi imalon se kanana ngangbi doino aduna aikoi gyan taba ma change imalon chakot hangi hadi ai dagi chakot han ma changi aduna ming mata thongi han harigasu maseje Romeo gan hek thol aba adagi asongi Cameo gan thol aba Curio gan haba ate he khamudragasu English khangdaba mi amana bol yengena khallagasu sawna bol kauri thoibina badminton pass tawri gaise haima masigi mi sidi tada tabada aikoi mi ne ba khangeba aduna aikoi se isagi mingda maitegi ming thonba se chauthok chagadobune ama aina agi isagi mingda aikoi maitegi ming thonjaye se aikoi ne thonbidradana agi mingdu subudani na tholamabini na subudani na bol kauri gaise khangwa aikoi gyan taba changi aikoi gi loan chakholan si na haraga aikoi na office ta kari da karada mayang sa somta yaudaba nan Manipuri kari kara amata su yaudaba aikoi machena English hairabani na pangang da ngang habise machi aikoi da imalon nungsibagi khudam natte na aina hainingi manamdi migi larik laisu haijadaba mafam amada keno English na tangangega karmain to ge meeting dibo yam nungai sapu ka yam tawi yam nungai kari haino asam ta khangdi do manang sai ngangi ba mayam di English ta ngangam ni na khangdabri tang thai helam ni na yam phajai function do yam nungai aduga kari hairi noi di am ta khangdi somda sadharaga di aikoi karmaina khoi lon ji chakhut doi noi ngasi aikoi Meghalaya gi kangmuna lakna aikoi mayam chi da pulari chi kaya da nungai ri banoba masida khoi paisa puthok luxury ne ba Bangladesh ta chalasu luxury ne ba puthok chaninge ba ngauri bane lari bai chi ngau da no iri ne ngau da di krai dei I doino angau bu masen puna bane angau bu masen ponari ne aikoi mayam se aduna angau bu masen mayam singsna irab kan da na tro ngasi khona Dr. Kamal na iramba Dr. Kamal ji hingai matam da di mora ga thabi poti ai di mama na anaba yengine uchiki darba ba Dr. ni ga na mongonda honor se adu hangna tawkiba pot na teba ningdong kari na karana honor to pot na te ngasi mabu khangak pa mikupta magi larik to na ngasi aikoi da mana irami report asina ekoida madugi magulai report ama loi leidana ngasi Dr. Kamal International Award ten masida katana waja seramna kaluni ga na hairipse masi magi mana tawjaram karma gi phol dune mana luxury bisinga si luxury se aduna aina aikoi gi imalon bu chakhatche ge hadadi ai isa do maitelon ngam ba hen ga dong ne ba hindi ngam adudi mayam mapa lebak da chali di haitabam so dum khadim mi mayam jo hindi lon ba dum haina pot dum yon ba adum pot tik ba dum haina adun natam aikoi ai isa se maitelon ngang daga yam hai hai ba mama mapa sing se ai pung thawte aduna yari ma fe khoina yamna pung thawat pa si aikoi isa da leire haidana aina haijaningi aduna aikhoina makata na acho ba sports ki dadi asuki mate honor tawe India government su Manipur government su sports ki award ama phangudi paisa se hekta lakh crore ga pidhai ba saita gi di function nam khak chahi ngi manungda amutang puthok chagidar recurring brand akhoi lekol na aduga saita parisana naron saita premi samiti na cultural form na kitang phangdo thabat launa kaktat pi ba akhoi si kayamu yamna saita suri ba kangbu se makok thadal le ba akhoi khut se kaktat hal le ba kaino do mangai khre ekalebi do makut khudom bi si khubi si niu na haidim ni rajniti ni ko kayamu yamna rajniti je khangi hadi ma bor khang darkar o ekalebegi mana hui du kabak kadimda tawram dabde khongi bedu daklaw na tien makka paga kabak khalale kanda so andana asumuk haiba no pasi lairabdi aingonde mana hendi ba yana guru dronda mana dakinani yu guru dakinani wana ni halleba adudagi di kamai tawre haudana lairaga do boy ekalebegi punchi do khubi kakhrabani na mai punchi loisin greba adagi karana na numiki masa karana kanagi kano mayam si pudit ki nongmai jangdaba top jangdaba ten jangdaba mayam ama yawrapado bor loina ni thoktana loi lokthokre ba Krishna na loi lokthokre adai mu mama continue na kudum bi mu lokthokre ba adudi ten haibadu masana automatically arjun na phauta bane phau ga dori ba mayam do competitor mayam do loina tawthrabani na aduna aikhoina kari degi Mahabharata gi aikhoina kari lokhat ka degi haiba wakhal do khallaga Krishna is a hero madudaida leiba wakhal do karmaina oikino gai do akhoi su khangaga akhoi saita da madugi phatabagi rajniti do changde ba akhoi se down adum tawne down adum tawni masagi khubi ka thakraga mai ma punji do thupchan grabani aduda numit adudagi ma amuk hanna ten ka tam gidre tau gidre ai bihas tau gidre tupchan greba aduna akhoi saita gi kambu se makok ka thalai ba haidi paisa khitang phangdo ba punamasi ka thalai se masi ka thatna ba akhoi mayam na karmain tawrga tawdage na apun bana pangan ne dana singa makatang thude pudi akhoi irai line thude eba akhoi mayam punjaladi sing utup manga do kucha manga gi utup tubo anga thude une thude ngamoeba aikoi mayam gi phalaw ma law ba change ba strike ka tawdadi phangde ba khoi Manipur si to aduna aikoi mayam se aikoi punjan ba ma changi aikoi ne punjan lagadi ngasagi singja thude ba ngam da ba aduna apun bana pangan ne na tawraga aikoi gi saida se aikoi mayam na lamda sandok tana aikoi gi su somda loinama kakthadana lebido mayam se punjan laga aikoi gi oiba aikoi gi platform ama sajaraga masagi sports ta chauna lekhiba dumaina sodhadana leidba aikoi gi site gi aikoi gi keno mayam se pibi driba mayam se aikoi punna maike kya dagi phangminna ba honnamina si haiba wafam si thamjaraga matang saida tension jar
Thagachari oja KSI Subadani Devi yam marik chumna akoi pumna makpunsin si haibagi wafam adu thambirame. And let me remind you, Sir Frederick, she is the president of Laikol. Laikol is an organization, literary organization run by only women. And she has also mentioned about the first Grand Prix award written on the script of Imasi M.K. Binodini Devi. And it was the first time in Indian history that a female writer's script won the Grand Prix Award in Nantes Film Festival. So with that note, let me continue with the program. Mathang si Oja Sarachantiam Advisor Sataulup Sahitya Academy Awardee Buko Kochari Ojabu.
Ngasi Mars ki Manga Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya na sinba yamna mamal leiraba aikoina ngasi phauba lai oina ishora magi thakta thamdana lachariba Dr. Kamal gi maki mamingda International Manipuri Literature Festival ama pangthok pasida daista Lingshin Biriba special guest oi Biriba Sir Frederick aduga guest of honor phamham la Lingshin Biriba aiga open Tadabira Mongol James Subutani aduga pisai to Biriba Munji aduga Vice President Webiriba KB Singh Ahan Bata Koi Waja Serambu congratulations Tawzari International Award si hek established Tobaga Haneta Pangmusi Waja Seramne Aduna Ahan Bata Waja Serambu congratulations Tawzari Koi Manipura Koi gi Thiam Leading Masa International Award and award nama hek Institute to the heck Lantopaga was a Siramna Fangi Adagi Akoi Hijam Irabot ki maming the International Award Amatobu so Koi was at a Kuna Lantok. Sumaina Toan ba award Kaya Lantopasu Wazagi Mapam Chown Kalava Wazana no Mahai Akoina Hangbani Wazazi Karigum by Koina Manipur Mapam Pirage Mapam is the later sea. Hairagati was a Laigadra, Haikanozana Kumi, Ayumadu Sulay Leroy, Maramdi Manipura Mark Laitaragati, Maki popularity, Handagragani, Luinana, Aina Bangladesh, the Imalun Ginum taken but of the Bedo, on the top of Hangaroy, Adonai Madum the Yab Songamoy, Mayam Sana Lupa, the Gilo Peri, Mayam, Peter Madu Sono Lore and Ozana Haiki, Masiam the Mama Leva, Yam the Sumba, Mamma, Adu, I koi. Literature haibase, culture haibase, seen a koi mayamsi, consinanaba, a koi mayambu, ambatoina, consinanabagi, lambidi, literature and culture haibasini. I have Bangladeshi, Tarulak Sasarure, Myanmar, Amuluk Sasarure, Assam, Taragi Matakasale, Agatala Teriat Laki Matakasale. Ngasi thungiba Meghalaya si ngasi se mangarak subani sumaina mafam khuding chalakanda thengnarakibasi makoina hingiba punsi mahingsi yamna waba amasung nungaiba haibna tongana thangkhraga achauba apikpa maraksida achauba singi marakta apikpa singsina hingamise makoigi culture makoigi language makoigi literature duna oiramme Ngasi Chawro Bangladesh ki marak to da Manipuri sin ngasi hingmang mise aigi lona malay aigi mayak malay aigi saita lay haibudu da sauthok sa bangol hingam mene Myanmar san matamda aikoi lon si phanayam na sidarame adubu hinghori makhoi singsina makhoi gi lon makhoi gi culture makhoi tradition ngasi khaw ngasi phau hingaga leiri ngai ba nalam dragadi Myanmar ki Saura Burmese singi marakta, Burman singi marakta, Manipuri sing se loin mang kragadabneva. Akoina numidang wairam sapamatamda mandop sing sida sandhyarati gi gong ena nuksiba konjen dugaloinana lai thong hangaga makoina Fajaba Bajan Fajaba Isai Sakpa Nongalakpagi Adagi Nongalamdai gi gang thingakpa Nuksiraba konjen singaduna makoi singaga hingaga lehori
angakpa phangna Burmese singsin attack torpado madu ngaga natramdragadi aikoina Burma salakanda makoina leremi ba phibam do haidi hingiba punsim hingwe asumaina Assam do oibe yai Bangladesh do oibe yai Tripura do oibe yai aikoi punamak hingise aikoi lon aikoi saita aikoi culture leiramba sinane hairi ba yamna sakti leiraba si aikoina hek nan thokhi matamda masi aikoi neglect to matamda aikoi mangkhigani aigi identity aigi masak loina mangkhigane ba aduna aikoi amuk unaba aikoi amuk pau phauna ba haibase sina khwaidagi maru oire ebojikti manamdi globalization lena angakpa phangna lakpa matam sida aikoi se achauba singsina macha mayam se akoi tilai khumina thamna chaduna karak laksale sigi marak sida aikoi kramaina hingdage haibagi khannadabi adam matam laeba globalization se sathigra jani phijeta sakseta wangang da sangang huji lo yengbiyo akoi angang singi setliba lamcha chaja thasi khasi wangang sang loin hongang ganeba masi globalization masi oi thing song amoeba Japanese singsina sangai mayam se moi loi loweba adubu hingdabdi yadabni makoi culture makoi tradition loina mungaeba aduna akoina Japan na sarkanda Japanese singsina makoi lon makoi san mayam se ngakpaga loina na mapani sangai mayam su lowdaba yade maramdi komai sulo lowde pallama thangi matanda samnararoeba samnadaba yadeba aduna imasi binodini na almise thongnau loina ma hangdo kedobi lon gadori no sangakpa nuksima loin loksan gadamni afabadu lowgadabani aigi potudi ai manghaloide afaba ma phajaba phijela chang mayam sangega phajaine phajlorka aigi pot ma loi hundoki tarakandedi aigi aroi aigi identity aigi masak se leiraroi aigi masak aigi identity leitab matamda ai khangaroi ai ngasi ngangi ba aigi lon aina saliba sajat nungsa mayam se loin mangki matamda sarsan thiam kanano hangakpa matamda ai pakhum leiraroi adunani Asumaina Manipuri Saita Parisat Meghalayna Asauba Aikogi Laioi Kraba Dr. Kamal gi maming the Yanan by Awareness Institute Tore was a Seram the Supire Aikoima Unana platform Amasu Pire Sida Assam the Karitori Meghalay the Karitori Bangladesh the Karitori Myanmar the Karitori Manipur the Karitori have said Aikoi Loinamak Kangma Yananabagi amata ngaibu paidi sumaina unsan besineva asa ko ta binum gona hairami duni aikoi pandemic na maram or sei ani da ko unarudre aikoi di hojikti tamna omicron adagi mathang ma se tamna chakhar matungda aikoi unaba yabi lambi du la kan ngasi aikoi unaba hore sina maram oiraga aikoi unara kan de aikoi nungsinaba aduga aigi awaba adagi khenari ba loan gi khenani mayam hoja koi mathang da discussion mayam leiri language the uniform with the standard with the mayam lady si mayam se akoi kohon ge hai taragadi sumaina unabasina ta upai suni leite unanaba lambi se akoi punjala semaga akoi mafam hong torakanda nungsinaba lakani aduna culture amasung literature sina akoi punamakpu amatoina konsilaga akoi punamakpu nungsinaba lambi me pi bagi amata ngairaba upai de literature and culture sini masi akoi punamak ngakminaraga aikoi punamak malem sida Manipuri ko jati ma hingi haibase unanaba aikoi sumaina punsinsi platform sida aikoi punamak sama lemina khutwang na thagal matamda prithibigi mi khudin mangak wangna Japanese hoisunu Russian hoisunu German hoisunu kanano laur se kanda ada laur se Manipuri singduni hai kanda aikoi da mafam nungaibum leigani sauthok sabum lakani madu lakna honabda aikoi punamak siumba platform mayam je semaga aikoi punamak sangsin minasi amagi asoibada amagi mana tawrisi soida asi mowong ta de haina adumaina akoi gi handana nata sida bagi mahutta soganara enang do sida soire sumai to kaina suggestion pinaraga aikoi mayam ji amato sangsin minasi aikoi Meghalaya na karino Assam na karino Tripura na kaino Bangladesh na Myanmar kaino haina akoi khaidok nabi mata aikoi puna amatoina platform de lemin rakoi lawmin rasi hai hom sanjar pun bu khurumjari
Agachari Oja Sarachantiam Ojana Mamalyam Laba Wahikyam Habiramle Mathang asidi akoigi thawbam akoigi president ki presidential address to amuk pibi naba tanja adu laujage. So I call Shri Munish Ningthaujam, President of Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya, to give his presidential address.
Ahamba Muktada Lamdamasibu Konbriba, like Gurubu Kormjari. Lokung Dagi Konglakpa Tamnagi Konjelga Girijagi Manungdagi Isai Yimakon Kasi Nupi Masasingi Isai Makolga Tinakre Haibasi Dr. Kamalgi Madhavi Nobelgi Shillong Haiba chapter 2 the Yawa line Amani and I am the Pamjaba Nasigi Meghalaya Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Shillong Amasung Punga Heritage the Sinba First Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival da Mayambu Munish Ningthaujamna Taramna Okshari Amasung Saruk Yabibagi Tagachaba Fondokshari Ahamba Maktada Akoigi Nasigi event Sigi Chief Guest Soina Nasai Grace the Wikiba online da Honorable Minister of State for Education and External Affairs Sri R.K. Ranjan Singh. We have a very special guest with us, Sir Frederick Roy Kargongo, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Art and Culture, Government of Meghalaya. We are indeed very privileged to have you in our midst, sir. Thank you very much. Akoigi guest of honor Singda, Chikdai Selection Biriba, Waza L. Upendra Sharma, President Naharul Sahitya Premi Samiti, Waza L. Birmangal Singha, Member Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Waza Khetrimem Subadani, President Laikol, Waza Yamba Sarachan Thiam, Advisor Sahitya Sathau Loop and Sahitya Academy Awardee, Amasung Akoigi MSPM Advisor Waza Yingkom KB. Nasigi function sida akoigi ahambo ina akoina introduce tawgiba akoigi award Dr. Kamal International Literature Festival Award pu akoina Dr. akoigi AK Saramda akoina tanthokchabagi ojabusu akoina thagachaba phungjari loinana akoigi oja irungbam Basanta Sahitya Bhushan oja Sri Kaisam Priyo Kumar Kavya Bhushan, Oja Thingbaijam Bipin Chandra, Sangit Bhushan, Amasung Akoigi member Oibiriba Amasung Pun Tabak Tobinariba, Oja Ibo Pishak Chungham Mayup, Sahitya Sevak Pangwagi, Tagachaba Pongdokchari, Mayamna Yamna Pajaba Wapam Kaya Tambigare Masida Aigi Taraptagidi Aina Hygienic Badi Akoina Sinjariba Akogi Dr. Kamal International Literature Festival Zigi Pandamze Masi Karino Haibadu Aina Ketang Ai Kanganjaningi Akogi Manipuri community shi Jagoida Isaida Sports da Prithibi da koi ming Chatana Yamna famous oidan lairi habisi loina kangnarabani Aigi mota Maduga chap manana Akoigi Sahitya Siju Chatham Thokran Khalle Masida balancing porokpa madakar taba Haibadi Akoigi Thabakshi Manipur gi wang mada Mingonda Kamaina Kangangani Haibasi Yamna hojik khana ninabagi matang ama yawrakpra hojiki akoina world si yamna piklaba akoigi stage amagumbani hojik internet ta amana ama loina pau fauna ba yarba matamni ngasi akoina sida tawdu ba event si akoigi chinau manipuri akoigi kanoda Australia da leiba oja Indira Laistram join to birakani horen magi session da adegi oja Monica ingudam Maryland USA degi join to rokani ada world si yamna pixela banina akoigi sahitya si ju akoina khangan bama lanthok pama darkar tai heba masina kari kari medium da akoi masi hotna bi ai anduga karam lambi leibage haibadu akanga he mayam dagi su khangjaningi de akoina su madu akoina hotna jabani hojik akoigi festival sigi aseng ba pandam di aduni haibadi akoina English to oiro Arabic to oiro Persian to oiro Spanish to oiro akoi maitai machagi akoina iba lyric si moida yahunba yae bosik adu madugi yahunbagi lambi du khanaraga khanabasi akoina lamdu da laiba akoigi writer lamdu da laiba writers fraternity akoigi sahitya parishat laiba sumhaina laiba kangu singduga akoiga punsinaraga khangnaraga khangna chanaraga masigi lambi ama soidana tholakadra na aina thajaba malije aduna akoigi ngasigi festival si main akoigi intention di aduna hojik lunch ki matungi akoigi session da shu kano tawgani akoigi foreign writers kara online da yauraga akoiga mayam su saruk loi yabiraga moiga koi interaction ama akoi adugi chance am so koi thamjagani where akoina moigi lamgi literary scenario dunu kamain tawwa ade akoi Manipur na kamain tawwa haibigi potama akoi thamba ma yamna darkar tai na khalle aduna for example akoina yamna masi atopa lamda pithopu yabagi darkar si karino haibada Tagore na first Asian the first Asian to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature Tagore na Nobel Prize phangi sigi maram si karigino magi lyric Gitanjali si Bengali da dum leiramagadi ma award to phangadra haibi question ama layab he got the award because his book was being translated to English and it could be circulated throughout the world. Maduna magi aibagi gundu mina khangat manebo. Aduna ma award to consider to likewise magi contemporary oriba matam dugi akoigi oja kanogi khambat hoibisi jama halgi khambat hoibisi akoi hujik translate to boda magi manung da yaurba content si kayamna phajagani mina kayam pamnagani haibisi gi ithilama ingon da phauje ego na kesu henga do mande akoi gi khambat hoibigi pareng ama chathare ibis masi akoina phajana hujik translation bodi tawna ba hore ko aduna lairiba akoigi event si Manipuri Sahitya Parishad na akoigi imalon amasung akoigi lairiba akoi sahitya sing si hena sakhotpa hena kano tawuruma pandam da hona jari likewise akoi phunga heritage na hona jari sina hairiba akoigi mete becha singi akoigi lairiba akoigi sahitya akoigi lan mayam si atopa country da atopa language sing da kamaina akoina yahun sige haibido madugi effort ama akoi kan hona jabne ko aduna mayam su masida saruk yabiba amsu suggestion to biba maduni akoina pamjari se the reason for organizing this particular festival, Dr. Kamal International Literature Festival, sir, is I believe that the world is a small platform now with the internet all around. And we have to preserve also and promote our culture. So Manipur, as you said, is very much advanced in our dance. It's well known everywhere. I am being in the ICCR ministry. I know that the dances of Manipur are being demanded by the certain countries. unlike other form of dance. So it's very famous, I mean to say. So the sports also. Likewise, our literary world, the Manipuri literary world, also has a tremendous talent in it. So just now I was mentioning about the famous a book Kambat Thoibi. Its format is just like the Tagore's Gitanjali, and they are contemporary to each other. So Rabindranath Tagore could be recognized and could get his Nobel Literature Prize because of the translation work being done at the right time. So our effort for this festival is how to spread Manipuri literature beyond Manipur. That is our effort. So we believe that we will achieve it. We want to go through various languages, whether it is Portuguese, Spanish, Persians, Arabic, like that. We have the Arabian Nights, so many lovely stories, but most of the stories are from the Indian folk tales, So likewise, I believe that we can spread the Manipuri literature throughout the world, and this is the beginning. Akoi punamak lingsian manaraga khusam naraga waja birmangol na haibi kiba masai akoi di mafam da akoi sahitya gi loina chinau singji mafam da loina leirabana aduna mafam da gi koi support tawna na hena hana leirami basidiksu hena akoi na sakhot pangamba amasung lam kaya da India gi mapanda Bangladesh ta natana atay lam da su akoi na masi akoina kano toba akoi sandokpa ngambagi akoida madugi pandamama akoi thamjabasida mayamna saruk yabigani amasung suggestion kaya pibiduna masi successfully orakani haibagi aingonda thajaba am lejai adu wahi kharasi haijaraga ngasigi aigi kano si side losenjarage speech thank you sir for sparing your valuable time and joining us. Thank you.
Jamunishpu Thagachari Marakhatna akoi Manipuri Sahitya Parisad Assam Kamrup District Committee gi Karanganaini Annual Journal si Dr. Hidam Dolen Chief Editor na Yentupigani Tauramasi akoi inaugural session asi almost loisilakadore aduna aihakna Maishnam Bhagat, member of Manipuri Sahitya Parisad Meghalaya bu vote of thanks ki warol thambiranaba nolukchari.
Ngasigi ahanba Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival Shillong 2022 gi haudokpa thauramasida chief guest oina online da oirabasu chinkraba election gi matamasida oirabasu jawbiduna ngasigi thauramasibu mapung phan bibagi damak Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya gi mahut sinduna aina thagat papongdok chari namkai leitana thagat chari loinana I would like to thank Sri Frederick Konkonot, Commissioner and Secretary Art and Culture, Gopop Meghalaya. Thank you, sir, for making this program a grand success. Loinana ngasigi thauramasida guest of honor oina leiteng biriba oja mingoina panjarabada L Upendra Sharma, President Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti. Ojasu ngasigi thauramasida oja amasung Naharol Sahitya Premi gi mihut sing jawbi duna ngasigi thauramasibu mapung phan bibagi damakta ojabu ngamkhai leitana thagatchari sanglaba chahi singdagi chahi kaya mamangdagi ojagi mateng chahi gi adum oja sing lengbirak-tuna program sing mapung phan bibagi damak ngamkhai leitana ojabu thagatchari loinana oja L Biramangal, member Manipuri Advisory Board Sahitya Academy Oja amasung ojagi loina bi loina na Tripura dagi mihut sing lengbi rapagi damak Tripuradagi lengbirakpa oja biramangolgi khongbu usu ngamkhai leitana thagatchari mathangda oja Khetrimayum subadani President Laikol su jamna sanglaba chahi singdagi haitara aina parishat jaujarakpadagi urakpada Laikol gi mihut sing asi phauda laktana tokhidri haina I khanjai Laikol busu oja Khetrimayum subadani gi mihut sing umnamaksu thagatchari loina oja Sarchan Thiam President Advisor Sathaulup loina na Sahitya Academy Awardee oja Sarchan Thiam busu lengbirakuna ngasigi thoram asibu mapung phanbibagi damak ngamkhai leitana thagatchari loina na oja Yangkom Kebi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya gi Hanagi President Ojana Ojagi Jillaba Matam Sing Matam Kaitok Tuna ngasigi thoram asibu mapung phanbibagi damak ngamkhai leitana thagatchari loina na ngasigi Dr. Kamal International Manipuri Literature Festival da mana pangbikraba oja eke seram Bangladesh dagi jamwana lengbirakuna ngasigi thoram asida mapung phanbibagi dam oja seram busu ngamkhai leitana thagatchari loina na ngasigi thoram asida mana pangbikraba Sahitya Bhushan pangbikraba oja Irungbam Basanta mingoina panjarabada oja Kaisam Priyo Kumar Kaiba Bhushan mathangda Thingbai Jam Bipin Chandra oja Sangit Bhushan pangbikraba loina na aigi yamba CH Ibo Bishak Sahitya Sebak pangbikraba oja mayam busu ngamkhai leitana thagatchari loina na mingoina amamamta panjadra basu aina ningjangba kharati ai sum panjage aikoigi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Assam gi mahut sinduna lengbir iba oja Professor Raghumani Silchar dagi sangna gari thauduna warasu wana laktuna sengnadi tang ani dagi na mari si lambi ban leibani lambi sembagi adu arabasu ojagi commitment du ngakbagi tamak ojana wana lengbirakuna ngasigi thoram asida jaubirabasi Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Meghalaya gi laibak phabani aina laujai loina na oja Manipur dagi lengbirakliba oja RK Janaranjan actress Mandalaima Madi family oja Dr. W Kumari koigi salgi secretary Jiban Moirang Them aduga ngasigi seminar da jaubi gadaba oja Koizam Santibala oja Maya Nepra loina na iche Romola Raisram aduga koigi yamba oja Chirom Rasketan asina chingba oja mayam busu aina ngamkhai leitana thagatchari aduga aina thoidok hendokna thagatchaning ba matangna oja Sahitya Premi gi akoi secretary su oibiriba SC Netrajitna ngasigi phongkhriba mangal chephong asibu phongbada jamna wabirakhiba amasung mahak natrabadi ngasigi mangal haina koina phongjagi basi akoi mitta uramoidabani ngamkhai leitana thagatchari akoi oja SC Netrajit ki mafam dasu loina na I would like to thank all the research scholars of NEHU for helping this program and loina na koigi volunteers sing Manipuri Sahitya Parishad ki oja pumna makku ngamkhai leitana thagatchari thank you
Thagachari oja Mai Bhagat inaugural session si matang swaida sum tension jarage hujik akhoi mayam lunch break lauminaraga makha tarak poina khoi technical session si amuk haubatare mayam lunch break amuk lauminarasi thank you very much